We're back from a long
Hiatus.
This would be, I did the math today at work. Summer cut day 118.
Oh wow.
We last left off at day 74.
Took a little break.
We took a break from filming, and
Look how different he looks.
I know. Down probably not a full. There's a full 25 from the start, but like it's probably only like 15 from you guys. If you guys last saw me.
And don't expect me to look much different because I don't.
She does. She does very hard on herself. But we're back doing the leg day. We're gonna do, well, mostly quads, a little bit of glute work, a little bit of hammy, but we've separated up our leg day into quads and hams for the most part. And we're just gonna go in here and have fun. Got a new phone, so my mics don't work with this phone.
So we're trying it with no mics, so
We're going, yeah.
no telling how the audio is right now.
Super low budget, like always.
I was about to say, no difference. We're not high maintenance, that's for sure.
We'll let her do her set. So we're going to start here. We're doing single leg extensions, and we'll go into double leg. Yeah. So I found that these single legs work a lot of the outer thigh really well. So we've been focusing on that. And big announcement, which is probably going to be our big thumbnail. We are 17 days out from a bodybuilding show. So
Our first one ever.
First one ever.
So be nice.
We're dipping the toe into that. That's also why we took a break from filming, to just focus on the training, the nutrition, the cardio, and taking it all in.
Yeah. And not all people who watch are kind and encouraging, so we need to keep some things to ourselves sometimes.
Yep.
For our own mental health reasons.
So yeah, all the previous videos where we're posing at the end of it, that's what it was for. Now today, we may or may not show some of that, but we're not going to show all of our posing. So we have to keep some mystery to what we're going to show.
Yeah, because I feel like we've both definitely progressed. So.
Yep. And we don't want to show our competition everything. Doing good. Alright, moving on. We did 3 rounds of the single leg extensions. We're going to do double leg extensions now. So we're going for high reps. Trying to get a lot of blood in the muscle. Carving out the detail. Feeling the burn. Big long set. Lighter than I usually start with. Oh wait, whoops. Oh, something feels weird. Take a break. Alright, so our third and final set of these. We're going to go to failure. Look at these gals growing. So we're going to go as far as we can go. And then we're going to go into half reps. There you go. Good. Intensity modifier. And then it makes you hate your life. All right, here we go.
I was just telling him I am ready to be back in a build phase because I'm curious to see what I can do to actually grow some more.
We are back. Leg press time. Here comes Bootylicious.
I found a chapstick, so I had to put it over there.
Yep.
Somebody was missing it.
Yeah. So we're going straight into this. She is. I'll be doing old hack squats from
All the way back.
Hack and Schmidt.
How do you move this thing?
Sit up, or you gotta stand up probably. We gotta adjust the thing again.
So low.
1 second. Take 2. We keep the bloopers in at King Size Fit.
Because I was literally laying flat on the
Yeah,
ground.
this particular leg press, it doesn't have a full range of motion as much as I like, because I can kind of bottom it out. And but if that thing is laid all the way back, it makes the exercise way easier, and it's just not as productive for someone that's advanced at it. If you have any kind of back or knee problems or anything like that, then I would say lay it back. But if you're laying it back because you just want to put a lot more weight on there, I would say stop being a pussy and go drop the weight and do it the right way. Like she's doing. She's going down. You should try to aim for your knees to come to your chest or to your shoulders, depending on how your foot placement. So, good job. This hack squat is not the best in the world, to be honest with you.
That's why nobody uses it.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of this particular hack squat. It's just very, very stiff. So I have, as I was just practicing, or I'm practicing when I'm preaching, as I was just saying, I only have one plate on here. And this is enough because it's so stiff.
Hopefully they can hear you talking.
Yeah. Well, I'll just let you talk.
He was just saying this hack squat machine isn't the best. It's really stiff. So he has one plate over there because it's really hard to move without any weight on it.
And I'm squatting and I'm coming up on my heel, my toes like this, so that I'm flexing my quads more when I do that.
He's hitting his quads better when he comes up on his heels. In case you couldn't hear that either.
Alright. Double plates on each side. He's about to rock it out for a heavy set here.
Pull it down.
Here we go. Going into goblets for her in place of the hack squat because she really loves this exercise and she gets good results from it. Cool. And then I'm going to trade places with her on the leg press. We kind of alternate just so we don't have to play the couples game of taking
How many am I doing?
on and off weight. You're like 3 more is fine. I lost count.
You it's 15.
That's good. There you go.
Whew.
Good set.
Here we go.
Moving into good mornings. Like I said, we add some hamstring and glute exercises on quad day as well. I still feel like it's good overall. Get a little bit in there. Get the pump going, get the blood flowing. Fill out your thighs. They feel huge by the end of it. And she can really go up in the weight on this exercise. Looks good.
I'm gonna do the goblet squats too.
What?
She a bike.
Oh. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, you do. I showed it to you.
Alright, we're going to finish this workout off with
What do you usually do here?
I would just do like 30 or 40 pounds. You don't want to go too heavy. It's the
I just pull it rolling. Ah, my hips is soft.
inner thigh machine. There we go.
If you listen closely, every posing video I send you to check in, my hip pops. If you haven't noticed that.
Yeah. We got the assault bike after this, so the assault bike intervals is the absolute worst thing in probably existence.
I hate it.
There you go. Oh. And it is hot
It is so hot
in
today.
here. If you go back to, I was looking on my lunch break today at work when we started this YouTube thing again on like the summer cut, like day 1 through 10, and actually it was like day 1 through 30. We're all covered up because it's winter time.
Oh yeah, it's freezing.
Now, yeah.
Now it's like
burning up.
100 degrees. Actually did see that on someone's Facebook post today that it was 110 degrees in Oxford. Or it said outside, like I guess it was like a car reading.
Felt good outside. All right, now we gotta go to the bike.
Ugh. Alright, so this is the assault bike he was just talking about, and so what he's gonna do is go, I think he's gonna do 20, 40, so 20 like as hard as he can, and then 40 just kind of at a regular slow pace. Then sometimes we switch it and do like 10 and 50, I guess. Are you doing 20 and 40?
Yep.
And then this is his 40 of just kind of coasting. And let me tell you, I used to be a cardio queen when I was in college, and I cannot stand cardio now, and I only do it because he makes me do it. And we won't be doing it very long. Another 20. But honestly, it is like the quickest way to get your cardio in. If you don't want to do a lot of walking. I don't mind the walking. Should I stop it and start it again?
Yeah, you can stop it. You can stop it now.
So long.
She's doing an alternate version. She's going really high intensity for 10 seconds and then coasting for 50. Now the reason that we do the interval training for this is we both walk a lot, and that's very low intensity, low impact, probably the best cardio you can do. But this is to get that extra stubborn fat off of you very, very quickly, to get your heart rate up. And that was just like 4 minutes for me, and I burned a little over 40 calories, I think it said it was. So it burns it really, really fast, and you get what you put into it. So she maintains a very low body fat, so I don't need to make her do these intervals for very long. You can already see definition coming out in her arms. I don't know if the camera's picking up that or not. But like, she's already rocking it almost. So we're just trying to burn off a little bit extra to be completely stage ready. And this is also just insanely good for your heart. You know, the older we get, we're both pushing 40. Good to have your heart in shape. It's also a muscle. So doing this cardio like this once in a blue moon, you got to do this every workout. We've done this once or twice a week for the last 4 weeks to help get us stage ready. So this is not an everyday thing. So she's going to finish up another minute here, and then we're going to go practice posing.
All right, we're just leaving the gym.
Yep, done with quads, glutes. We were going to do a little bit of posing in there, but it was occupado. The music was playing, so y'all probably didn't hear any of that first part I was saying.
Yeah, we were gonna do some posing, but the room that we pose in, they were about to do a class, so we decided we're just gonna pose at home.
Yeah, and I'm still trying to get used to my new phone. I forget. My old iPhone would, as soon as I start recording, it would turn off the music, but it was still playing Brandon Lake, so I was like, okay.
It's the new iPhone.
But yeah, so just want to do a little outro, and so we, like I said, we took a break. I don't know how much of the audio picked up in the gym because we don't have our mics. They're not compatible with the new iPhone.
The new phone.
But yeah, we took a break to kind of focus on competition and our goals, and just it became a bit of a distraction, and some, just some negative people that were causing issues, not so much with the channel, but it was just like, wow, let's just do our thing for a little while and just kind of go with it, because we need to focus on ourselves, because we had decided probably shortly after Christmas that we were going to do this show, and we just kept it amongst ourselves.
Yeah, which is our first time ever doing something like this, and I never even thought I could be prepared to do something like this. I feel like Nick has been prepared for a long time, but yeah, it's like when you're trying to attain a specific goal, and then you have people that are negative and kind of like crap talking your stuff. I don't know, it puts you in like a bad mental space. So we decided to just take a little break and that's okay. So if anybody's listening and you need to take a break from your channel or from your social media or whatever because you're getting people on there that are just not nice and not supportive, like it's totally fine to pause and take a break from it.
Yeah, because we're already training. We were training 4 or 5 days a week. Now we're training 6 days a week. We're adding cardio into it. We're in a calorie deficit. Our carbs are very low. Mine more so because I can't deal with carbs very well like she can. And it's just different metabolisms. We're also each other's husband and wife. We're our emotional support. We're our safe space. We're trying to live our life as the best Christians that we can be. So with all those negative factors coming into play, plus negative comments, we kept this whole show idea mostly to ourselves and a few select people that we told that we trust. Because her and I have found that the more people that you tell your goals and your dreams, the more negative energy will come out of that, and people will talk bad about you, and spiritual warfare will be at play. And we just wanted to keep all that at bay, and the best we could, because we got our own battles. Like, I'll wake up and have a good day, she might be having a bad day because she's hungry. The next day I might be hungry and very irritable. She's got to calm down.
Yeah, it's funny how that works too, because like you said, we're married and we've been married for several years now, and it's like we're each other's accountability partner. We're, you know, gym partners. He's technically my coach, like he's my life partner, you know what I mean? So it's like we keep each other going, because we definitely, it's a trade-off some days. Some days he's strong and I'm not, and vice versa. And I mean, if you've got anyone in your life, like a boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, you're married, a spouse, whatever, like it's so nice to have an accountability buddy.
And then like there's days where, especially early on, because I was, you know, I hold body fat really easily, and it's just a genetic thing. You know, I was a very, very overweight as a child, and so early on I'm like, all these things in my head, and it's just the enemy, like, no, you can't do it, you ain't never gonna get it off. And then I was like, well by damn, I'm gonna work my tail off and screw my genetics, and I'm just gonna walk this off and work it off, and I'm gonna make it work. And then I would just give the rest to God, and I would talk with her, and I would look in the mirror, and I would do my posing, and like, I feel like crap, and she's like, no, you look good. And
then some days I am doing that, and like, honestly, you know, I'm the opposite. It's easier for me to stay pretty lean, even though sometimes I feel like I'm not, but it relatively is pretty easy for me. But it's harder for me to grow, so he's had to hear me complain about that, because I don't feel like I'm as built as I should be. So
yeah, so we just wanted to do a little quick outro. We're not going to talk y'all's ear off, but it's kind of like where our headspace has been. And like I said, you can look at the channel. We stopped at Summer Cut Day 74. That don't mean we stopped working out. We were still in there. We actually were in there more so.
I think so too. Yeah, we were still going.
We just took a break from the filming. And like I said, it's actually Summer Cut Day. We just finished day 118.
118.
Yeah. So it's been nuts, and I told her, I've been telling her like the past like week or so, I was like, this is the best I've ever looked my entire life.
He do be looking good.
And I was like, I don't even care if, I really feel like in my heart of hearts, we're going to do exceptionally well in this show. And then we're going to film show day, we're going to make a show video, and I'm going to tell you why I've always wanted to do a show. There's a special reason. I'm going to save that for that video, and hopefully I don't cry up like a baby.
We probably both will cry on show
or
day.
eating donuts and cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
But, you know, like, if you have a goal, if you have a dream, no matter what it is, and whatever you might think people are thinking about you, do your dream, do your goal.
Who cares what people think?
People will talk bad about you.
Regardless.
Use us as an example.
Yes.
Like, we've had people like, why are you doing that? You know, like, mostly everybody in the gym has been very encouraging to our YouTube. You know, like, it's not a very big gym, but you know, there will still be people who talk crap. If you want to sing, sing. If you want to paint, paint. If you want to dance, whatever your goal is, just go after it, because we're not promised tomorrow, and we know many people in our lives that have, you know, since gone. And like doing a 9-to-5 job, coming home and watching TV and stuff in your face, that's not a life.
That is no way to live. It's not. You were built for so much more than that. And so we're just here to encourage you guys that go after your goals. I don't care what people think. Nobody that is doing better than you is going to talk crap about you. Nobody doing better than you is going to say negative things. You only get those comments and that type of reaction from people who aren't doing as much, or who, when they see you doing something, they feel bad about themselves. So take it as a compliment. I know it gets to us. We're all human, but you know, just keep going.
Yeah, and if you like this kind of talk, we're doing a podcast. We're going to start it again. It's a very Christian-based podcast where we talk about all things Bible and Jesus and
our own struggles and what's going on with us. I mean,
and like I said, God our Father is a creator. He put you here to create whatever your dream is. I'm going back to that thought that you have that you're good at is probably the first thing that pops in your head. That's more than likely what God wants you to do. So whether you're making a living off of it or you're just doing it, He wants you to do it.
Yeah, use your gifts. I mean, God did not give you gifts and talents to keep them, you know, to yourself. Like those things that He gave to you to share with the world, and you don't know who you're going to be able to impact, even if it's 1 or 2 people. You don't have to have a ton of followers. You don't have to have a ton of subscribers watching you. Just do it because you're going to be rewarded for it in the end if you're using those skills and talents and gifts that God gave you. So
that's right. So we're on our way home.
We're going to eat.
We're going to eat, and we'll do some posing later on. And like I said, we're not going to really show our full bodies. Y'all probably won't see it until show day, just because I don't really agree with a lot of YouTubers and people on Instagram that are IFBB pros and people that are doing shows that are showing their full body before the show. Like, there needs to be some build-up. And I'm not going to go on a long rant because it's already going to be a long clip. I look at the time.
Yeah.
But like, y'all can just wait and see. And
yeah, we want to show you the whole package when like everything's done, like tan, makeup for me, hair, all that. I don't know. There's something to it, to just showing the full package when we're ready. So, and like I said, it's our first time for both of us. So, yeah, stay tuned.